What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your SmackDown live review for June 5th, 2018. First of all, as you all know, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Make sure you do that so you can be notified every time an upload is made to this channel. Very important. And make sure you go and follow me on Facebook and Twitter at 2007 Webby. Much appreciated, because a lot of hard work goes into everything that I do for you wrestling fans. But now, SmackDown tonight. Do you remember long time ago, back in 1987, we saw one of the greatest rivalries that we still talk about to this day. WWE still mentions to this day. It is still widely known as what made WrestleMania. Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan. Could Hulk Hogan defeat Andre the Giant? 17 years undefeated. Now, during this rivalry, they had a contract signing. And in this contract signing, if you have not seen this, you can go on YouTube and watch it. It's on there. WWE has it up. Jack Tunney and Mean Gene Okerlund are presiding over it. And it's on the desk. It's not in front of a crowd. And there's a bunch of people taking pictures. And Bobby the Brain Heenan and Andre's on one side and Hulk Hogan is on the other. During it, Andre is calm, cool, and collected. Bobby the Brain Heenan doing his magic as far as a manager. Hulk Hogan sitting there like this. And when you see the intensity and you see how irritated he is, and you hear the verbiage coming out of Bobby Heenan's mouth, making all the demands that Hogan is not much of a human, and Andre wants another title made, and Andre is 17 years undefeated, and he never got a championship matchup, and Hogan never gave him one, and so on and so forth. And Hogan then finally gets irritated and says, "Sign it if you're going to sign it," and all this stuff, and finally signs the contract. It made for really good television as far as a contract signing is concerned. Very good. And it was short, quick, to the point. Finally, Andre says, "You think I told you everything? I didn't. I will teach you your final lesson at WrestleMania." And he signs the contract, says something in a different foreign language, says "au revoir," and walks out. Very entertaining, short, quick, to a point. Go back and watch it if you have not seen it. Tonight, we saw a contract signing between Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. Much similar to Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan's. Now, there wasn't people taking pictures. There wasn't a manager. Nothing like that. But they weren't out in the center of the ring. And Shinsuke Nakamura was calm, cool, and collected. AJ Styles got so fierce and and irritated because Shinsuke started playing mind games with him because the pen didn't have ink, but Shinsuke wouldn't even try to use the pen. He just said, "This pen has no ink. This pen has no ink." And finally, AJ slapped him. All this stuff. It made for really good television. AJ Styles had, such a good message for Shinsuke Nakamura, made for really great television. And it was short, quick, and to the point. Absolutely awesome for us wrestling fans. And while I know in a lot of the fans' minds, the rivalry of AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura may not, in some of your minds, live up to the Andre and Hogan rivalry. Some of you might think it's better, some of you might not. The contract signing has the same type feel. It really does. And I really like how WWE put this on tonight. And really, Paige got involved just as much as President Jack Tunney got involved in the Andre and Hogan rivalry contract signing. None. Absolutely none. In the past, at the contract signings, general managers or commissioners have always gotten involved. We'll just look back at the John Cena and CM Punk one. Triple H, would talk in the middle of it, telling CM Punk, well, you did this, or all you did was ask for a bunch of money and take advantage of this and that, blah, 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 blah. Paige really didn't say a word throughout this entire segment. Made for good television. Really enjoyed it. WWE did a good job with this contract signing. What else did we see on SmackDown tonight? Pancake batter with booty-os, or pancake-os, they're saying now, with The New Day and The Miz. The Miz supposed to pick who is going to be at Money in the Bank. Instead, he puts his hand in a cap filled with pancake batter. We saw Carmella first show how dominant Asuka could be, and then her downfall. Her slow, methodical downfall, which is pretty much two losses. That's what she showed. The one to Charlotte and the one right afterwards, really, if you want to know the truth, because she lost one where she didn't even get the pin. Becky Lynch was the one that got pinned. So, it all depends on how you look at it. But in any case, Carmella is showing the downfall of Asuka. Now, what we really need to look at here is two titles are on the line at Money in the Bank. As we know, Carmella putting hers up and Nia Jax putting hers up. And Carmella, I think, stands the better chance if you ask me, in retaining her championship, because somebody, and this makes absolutely completely sense. I think it was, I don't remember who it was, but somebody, podcaster, said that Natalya could very well win the Money in the Bank and then cash it in on Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey. Now, if she does that, Natalya would be the Raw Women's Champion. WWE, I highly doubt it's going to change both championships at Money in the Bank. Now, whether Carmella beats Asuka or loses by disqualification or countout remains to be seen. Whatever the case, I don't see Asuka, and this is an unpopular decision by me right now, but as I've been hearing other podcasters and been watching it on TV, I don't see Asuka winning at Money in the Bank. I just don't see it. But Carmella comes out and does all this jazz. And we see Mandy Rose and Sonya honestly put on a boring match with Asuka. Mandy Rose and Sonya get most of the advantage, get most of the offense in the matchup, and then Asuka comes in for the win. Honestly, boring contest, in my opinion. Pancake fun with The New Day and The Miz. As I told you, The Miz was supposed to pull out who was going to be in Money in the Bank. Instead, he pulls out a handful of pancake batter. Who cares? Who cares? Luke Harper loses to Carl Anderson. A fluke win. Does Carl Anderson stand a chance at Money in the Bank? Does the Good Brothers stand a chance at Money in the Bank? Absolutely not. The Bludgeon Brothers will win at Money in the Bank. Not only that, but I'm going to take a break and tell you that 1 week from today, I will be down in Memphis. I will be at that SmackDown Live show at Memphis, and I'll be doing a little video package down there of my time down in Memphis. So tune in for that right here on the podcast. Should be entertaining. Should be a fun time. Hope you enjoy it. But I wanted to let you all know about that. Lana and Aiden English versus Jimmy Uso and Naomi. The Uso Penitentiary. Let me tell you, Jimmy Uso and Naomi, anything that has to do with the Usos and Naomi, I'm telling you right now, it is not the Uso Penitentiary. I'm going to tell you right now, if the Usos are baby faces, they're not the Uso Penitentiary. It doesn't make any sense. Absolutely not. And as far as Lana, Aiden English, and Rusev are concerned, Rusev Day. One week, WWE portrays them as good guys. The next week, they're heels. The next week they're baby faces. The next week they're heels. The next week they're baby faces. The WWE fans, they're baby faces. WWE, give them a push as baby faces. It's as simple as that. Cringeworthy, WWE. Absolute cringe. Becky Lynch beats Charlotte. Absolutely surprised me 100%. Never thought I'd see Becky Lynch really with a victory, because you don't usually see Becky Lynch pick up a victory anymore. And Charlotte putting over Becky Lynch. You just don't usually see that. The New Day beats Samoa Joe, Rusev, and The Miz. The Miz throws pancakes on Samoa Joe and Rusev at the end of the matchup. And Rusev and Samoa Joe beat up The Miz and walks out, which gives the New Day the victory. Okay, whatever. I still say Big E is going to be the one to be in the Money in the Bank a week from Sunday. And as far as Big Cass is concerned, Big Cass really, I think, is going to eventually be a really good heel. I think so. Yeah, he wasn't growing on me that much. He really wasn't. Tonight his promo was pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. It wasn't great by any sense of the word. Anybody that says his promo was great, I don't know what you're watching. But his promo was pretty good. He did a decent job tonight with his promo. He came off very he'll liked it. He'll like cocky, annoying tonight. Big Cass has the potential to be very good in that aspect. A cocky, annoying, big guy. Now, his jokes about Daniel Bryan being a midget gnome, are a little annoying. It's old. They will get stale fast. I will say that. But the way they came off tonight, I will say he did a decent job with it. And I'm not going to cringe over it too much. But that was SmackDown tonight. A big thing that kept me really interested was the contract signing. Didn't last too long, but they did a really good job with it. I really praise WWE for that contract signing and how it came off. Big Cass still has a lot of work to do, but he did a decent job with his promo tonight. And hey, look, the Carmella and Asuka segment, to open up the show. Look, I still say, and I still hope they don't just toss Carmella's championship out the door, her title reign. I hope they give her a decent run with the title. I hope they do. Just because her wrestling ability isn't the best does not mean that you should toss her title run out the door. I understand people are wanting the Charlotte versus Asuka match at SummerSlam 2. However, look, you should not waste the Money in the Bank cash in. You should not. And her keeping it a month is wasting it in my estimation. Her just beating Charlotte is wasting it in my estimation. And whether she is not on TV because her wrestling ability is not the best, which I will admit that, or if she's not on TV because she's better at cutting promos, I don't care. I would rather see her have a decent title run. And that's all I had to say about that. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. And until I see you all again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.